Recently, Criminal Justice had the opportunity to speak with 4 inmates at Kettle Moraine Correctional Institution.
The trip was great. We got to talk to inmates and some of the social workers.
We went to Kettle Moraine Correctional Institution and talked to numerous people who have broken the law.
It was very educational to see what actually happens instead of TV shows and learning what they do every day, as well as correctional officers and what their duties are.
Students had many reasons for attending the trip.
Law enforcement's a big perspective of mine. I've always been involved in law enforcement. And hearing inmates' different point of views, it's a whole different world.
I've always thought the correction system was really interesting, and it was really cool to see what the actual correctional officers think and what the security and especially the social workers. Yeah, it was really fun to see their side as well as the inmate side.
We see a lot of social media stuff about people who have committed crimes or portrayed, and we see the role of courts and stuff and police officers, but we never really get to understand how the inmates felt about what they did.
Okay, so one of the most interesting things was hearing the perspectives of the prisoners there, because you always get to hear the perspectives the victims or the civilians or the news and stuff. You never get to hear the perspectives of the people who actually were found guilty of the crimes, and just being there was pretty awesome too.
We talked to a bunch of guys who ended up liking crocheting because they're stuck in prison and there's not much else to do.
I think it was really interesting to see how the inmates felt about what they did and how vividly they could describe what they did even 30, 40 years later.
This has been Annika with Cardinal TV.